Okay, we should do a disclaimer. This episode is really going to be for people that are 18 and over.
Strong, PG, 17 and a half.
So maybe don't play this with the kids in the room.
Or in the car. Or your parents, or anybody you might be easily embarrassed in front of.
Sounds good.
Not in the school pickup line.
Definitely play it there. Welcome
to some Bar Banter.
Welcome to Bar Banter, episode 2.
So what have we done since the last episode?
We was drinking. We took a trip. It was great. It was a great trip.
So we went to New Bern, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And is a beautiful place to visit.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It has that small town feel, like really community centered. But there's so much to do and like drink. So that's what we did.
We stayed at an awesome Airbnb.
Yeah, I'm gonna release that video probably in the next week or so. But a sweet little cottage right on the river, had a dock that went out. It had everything you needed. It had 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. The living room was all like glass, and you could like open the glass in the summertime. Had a screened in outdoor porch and a wraparound deck, and then path right out to the water. It was beautiful, especially to watch the sunrise.
It was I wouldn't say unseasonably warm for November, but it was in the upper 60s.
It's in the 70s, actually. Yeah.
So
at one point, I think I was walking around the little county farmer's market in a tank top. I had pants on too, Dave.
Can't win them all.
Wow. But we had a good time. But we found some pretty cool. Now, I had been there before, but I wanted you to go because there was a few places that I wanted to take you. And I was pleasantly surprised because they call it a drinkery that I had stopped into before, but not actually been able to like drink at. I don't remember what the problem was. I think we wanted food or something like that. So we just kind of stopped in, and the decor was pretty cool. That was called the James Drinkery, and we ended up spending hours there this time.
Yeah, our bartender was Megan, no H, because H's are
Ew. She was cool. She handled everybody. It was great. Everybody, you could tell she had regulars, and she was very comfortable with people that weren't regulars, like us with our loud personalities. She did great with us, and man, she can make some drinks.
Yeah, we also met a really awesome couple. The husband was from somewhere in, I think he was Welsh.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the United Kingdom. He's Welsh. And I don't remember where his wife was from, but they had moved from New York City to New Bern, North Carolina.
They were in the music business.
On
remember?
A whim, right?
Yeah, it was great. That was awesome. Meeting them. There were a couple other people that were there that we kind of chit-chatted with, but I really love the vibe in that place. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It is very, the whole place is brick. Remember? Like it was so cool. So I can't wait for you guys to see that one. But we went to the James Drinkery, but the place that I really wanted to take you to was Baxter's.
Yeah. So before we get into Baxter's, and before we talk about the rest of the night and the rest of the show, because we're going to talk about relationships on this show
for sure.
So let's make a drink that we had at the James Drinkery.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into the rest of the story.
Sounds good.
So first pour. Our fancy dancy Windsor Saloon glasses. We might have some more of these if you want to buy them. You could probably just check out thewindsorsaloon.com.
Wow.
Stephanie does not like the idea of cold reads or advertisement during the...
No, I'm here to talk to you guys, not sell you stuff.
I'm here for it all.
Okay, wow.
I bought our first bottle of rye whiskey.
I encouraged this. Is that its own
little shot glass?
Oh, cool.
It's tin cup mountain rye whiskey.
Okay.
Bottled elevation in Denver, Colorado, at about 5,200 feet.
I don't know what any of that means, but awesome. If they made it on a mountain.
Correct.
Go tell it. Never mind.
Where do all of the freshwater, water sources come from?
The hose?
The mountains.
Right? They come from the hose.
Yeah. Snow melts, runs down the rivers to the lakes.
And out the hose.
1.5 ounces of rye whiskey. This is called the Peter Pan Mojo.
Which was funny because you kept calling it a mojo.
I've been taking Spanish for about 2 years. J's or H's now.
H's are L.
Yes. So it's mehan.
But it's a O.
Oh, no. I was talking about our bartender, Megan.
Oh, but she didn't have an A.
Yeah, but G's are H's too.
Okay. Let's make the rest of the drink.
1 ounce of coffee liqueur. We're using one from a local distillery here in Virginia called the Old House.
Oh, that place is great.
It's a great winery and distillery.
Yeah. They have like a World War II theme.
They have a World War II museum. I think it's one of the largest private World War II museums in the United States.
It was really cool to see.
About 1/2 ounce of maple syrup.
Gotta sweeten this up. Here's the thing. I don't like a lot of whiskey or bourbon, and she made this and I was like, that's going to be disgusting. And you were like, no, you have to try it. And I drank it.
Yeah, I didn't get any more. All right. I'm going to let you control your dash of bitters.
Ugh.
You're supposed to use toasted almond bitters. I don't have toasted almond bitters. We're going to use orange bitters. Did you just lick my syrup?
I did lick your syrup, buddy.
I liked it.
I know you did. That's a lot of bitter.
There's my orange bitters. Do you want any bitters?
Sure.
That was a drop.
That's it. I'm going to stir it with my candy cane.
I don't think you should do that. It's going to ruin your flavor.
You're right. I shouldn't.
The trick with stirring with this, right? Is just roll between your fingers. No? No, we're not doing that.
I just play a bartender on TV. Why didn't you just put yours in front of me?
Darn it, she caught on.
Yeah, I don't want your bitters. I have enough of your bitters.
Megan at the James Distillery in New Bern, North Carolina. Cheers to a Peter Pan Mojo.
Still good.
My God.
Still so good.
Wow. I thought it would be not so good with the toasted. The toasted almond bitters definitely make it a different drink, but this is not a bad drink.
I think it's delicious.
Wow.
Now, she used the Elijah Craig rye whiskey, which I think is a little bit smoother than the tin cup, but nonetheless, it's still really good. Mm-hmm.
That is dangerous. All right. So before we started our drink, we were talking about Baxter's.
Baxter's. I really like Baxter's. I like the ambience in Baxter's. It is all red and black inside and brick. It actually used to be a jewelry store. I think it was called the Baxter Jewelry Store. And it was in that family for a really long time. And then they sold it and they, I don't know what happened to it specifically after that, but eventually it did become this bar. And as you're walking in, you can still see the jewelry drawers under the bar, which I showed you, I think. Yeah. And they have live music all the time. And what's cool about this place is the stage is actually on the second floor. So as you're, on the bottom floor, you can just look up and see the, whoever's performing. And then they do have that second floor that you can actually see just right across from you. It's really nice. Wrought iron. The bar is beautiful. The food was good. We got a bananas Foster.
So this is a great segue. Stephanie orders a dessert cocktail to start the evening, and she remembers the dessert. Do you remember what you had for dinner?
No.
That's okay. I'm not shaming you. I'm saying that was the dessert drink was so good. She skipped to dessert. I don't know that she had dinner.
I did have dinner. I remember you had fish and chips.
Yeah. You had something with truffle fries.
I can't remember. Yeah. Mm. Now I'm gonna have to look it up. But anyways,
Bananas Foster was really cool though because they did it tableside. So there's this huge fire next to you,
yeah.
tableside, and we had a chef trainee who was doing great, but I got a little nervous when he missed with the alcohol.
Oh yeah, and it fell out of the pan.
It fell out of the pan.
It's got fire. This is how we go.
And we had been drinking for a couple of hours.
Yeah, yeah.
I was somewhat flammable, I feel.
You were very pink. It was great. It was great. I think we visited one other place. I think it was called the Old Pennix.
Old Pennix.
Old Pennix. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah. So the Old Pennix, which I guess used to be a drugstore, used to be a pharmacy. And they still have a lot of the old setup from it being a pharmacy.
It's a very different vibe.
It is, yeah.
Not bad, not good.
Super loungy.
Very different, yeah.
Yeah, almost like coffee shop lounge is kind of that vibe.
Yeah, and they had their food was like soups and sandwiches, but they're I guess known for their different toasts. They have something like 30 different signature toasts, and then you can take any of those ingredients and put them on any other breads. Yeah. And we did a prosciutto toast.
Oh, it was good.
It was good.
It was good. I know that it was good, but I think that it was extra good because we left James Drinkery and we were slightly tipsy.
We had to sober up.
We did.
Yeah.
And that was after Dave had ice cream 4 times.
I had ice cream twice. Thank you very much. 2 days, 2 different ice creams.
There was ice cream in the Bananas Foster.
That was later that night. Didn't count. That was after you're referencing.
Wow.
I had 1 ice cream the day we got there. I had 1 ice cream the afternoon before we started drinking. No, after we drank.
You can't even remember how many ice creams you had.
I know I ate ice cream. Don't shame me. I like ice cream.
I'm not shaming you.
Whatever.
Oh, sorry. Anyways, no, we had a great time. So if you are ever in the New Bern area of North Carolina, definitely don't drive through there. Like, stop, get out, wander around. You can go down near the water. There's always people around, things to do. That was fantastic. I love that place. I can't wait to go back.
Okay, so now let's move into we've talked about what we've done. That was our first pour. Let's move into the main course. So our main course today is going to be about relationships, and why it's significant to me is we were at the Old Pennix and we saw a couple who we believe were on their first date, and in true people watcher fashion, we're looking at them and we start gossiping about. Do you remember? Like, it wasn't. Do you remember? It was like, do you think they're on a first date? And they obviously don't live together, and they're talking about things that...
Yeah, we were listening to stuff we had no business listening to. I find that I do that a lot, though. And I naturally have a loud voice. Like, it is, I don't know if it's just growing up in New York or growing up on stage or whatever, my voice is naturally loud. And I have to really make an effort to bring my voice down when we're in a place and we're talking about people, because I don't want them to hear. Meanwhile, I'm listening to everything that they have to say.
Some people don't have that tactic or that trait. So this couple did not have that trait.
Not at all.
I mean, the guy was spacing away from us and I could hear what he was saying. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. They definitely didn't live together.
Yeah.
Like, they were still learning about each other's families, and
they're talking about their dog and the other things that the other person had never seen. So this got me thinking about, we've been married for decades. So, how do you go from that to where we are today is kind of the main topic, right? So after 27 years of marriage, how have we navigated from brand new relationship to where we are now? And I came up with the guys list. So do you want me to give you the entire guys list and you give me your girls list? Or do you want to go 1 for 1 on the list?
I didn't put a lot of thought into this.
All right. I'll give you my list, and we can take some asides here, and then you give me your list, all right? So you have creative license to rebut or to counter what I'm going to give you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So how do you keep the fire going? Because relationships are hard.
They are hard.
Hard.
Wow.
No, like really damn hard. but in a good way.
Wow. Okay.
So I flirt aggressively.
Um.
In my own way.
Describe flirt aggressively.
Every now and then I will grab you and dip you.
Yeah. I fear for my life when you do that.
I haven't dropped you more than once.
I pulled you down with me a couple of times.
You've kicked me through a door too. That's a different topic.
Wow. Okay. I didn't kick you through the door. You were drunk.
So, men that are listening, number 1, flirt aggressively. No, make no apologies for it.
Wow.
Always have consent.
Okay. I still think, okay, so flirt aggressively. So, how do I flirt aggressively? Typically, I flash you. That's kind of my version of flirting aggressively. Like, I come downstairs in the morning, you're not paying attention, and I'll just take my shirt off.
Take your shirt off is not what you do. Lift your shirt up, 100% agree. You do not fully remove your shirt. We still have a 15-year-old that lives in the house.
Yeah, but he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
So, flirt aggressively, however you do it. And ladies, if you want a tip how to flirt aggressively with your man, send nudes. All right. Number 2. Listen. What?
Send nudes.
Send nudes. What guy is going to be like, no, I don't want to see that? 0. The answer is 0.
It takes a lot to do.
Yeah. It's real hard to send nudes.
It is. Look, for a woman, it's hard to send nudes. You got to have like a camera set up, and then you got to like get them in the right position, and you got to like, it takes effort. I mean, relationships take effort, but nudes take effort.
Number 2, how to keep the fire. Listen.
Huh?
I'm talking to the men that are capable. Listen.
Okay.
Women, of course, you're capable of listening. You just lack the choice.
Okay. Listen. One of the things that I am actively working on in our relationship is listening to what you say and not listening to what I think you're saying. Because you're saying something and I feel like you're not saying what you actually mean. And so I react to what I think you're saying.
I understand what you're saying. Is that sometimes there's a disconnect with what's being said versus what I'm thinking. This is number 3.
Yeah.
Mirror during communication.
That's annoying.
She says something. I say it back to make sure what she said is what I heard.
Yeah, but you got to say it the same way that I say it, and don't say it with attitude.
Then I'm not saying it the same way you said it.
Well, you're not saying it the way that I said it if you're not saying it back to me the way that I said it.
With the attitude, though. Because you always give it to me with attitude, so I got to give you that attitude back. And if I give you the attitude back, forget it.
I don't like your attitude because it comes with Klingon eyes.
Number 4. Smack her butt.
Absolutely. Ladies, smack his butt. Grab his chest.
Tickles.
No, for real. You're a touch guy.
I am a touch guy.
Yeah, so like...
Rule number 5. Be prepared and deal with her biting you.
I get overwhelmed with love. I have to let it out.
Guys, the problem is if you say your love language is touch, she's technically giving you your love language.
Like a dinosaur. I have learned that sometimes biting doesn't feel good. Sometimes. Only sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
Only sometimes.
Oh. All right. We got to put a heavy one on for this next one.
Okay.
You have to fight through the roommate phase.
Oof.
Every relationship is going to go through several roommate phases.
But one of you has to recognize that it's going through a roommate phase. Yeah. And sometimes it takes a little while before you're like, oh no. And then you recognize it.
And it might not be recognized for a while. we use the especially when you have little kids and stuff like that, you just get into that routine of being mom, being dad, or being the Uber driver, or whatever. You got
Yeah.
work and family and all these things, and you just are going to turn into roommates, and you have to fight through that, find the thing that connects you.
Yeah. It always makes me sad because, there's not a lot of people that have relationships the way that we have that, like we still genuinely like each other.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't make those steps to continue to date and to beat that roommate phase, then when your kids are gone, you look at each other like I don't really need to be around you. And I'm so glad that we are not going to have that because I'm really looking forward to that time where it's just us. But I love just like our little getaway we had this weekend. Like it's just a little bit of time. It's just us, but we have definitely been through our roommate phases. God, you were in the Navy and then you traveled, and I was, primary homemaker, and it was just we had them. But you're really good about actually fighting those phases. I think you recognize it before I do.
I get it. I'm clingy. I got it.
He is, but he's cute.
Um, and this comes back to something that you and I have struggled with, not so much now or recently, but definitely when our kids were smaller, is we never went on dates. So that's the last one for keeping a relationship, keeping that fire going.
Dates are expensive.
So they don't have to be, right?
We figured that out.
They don't have to be expensive, because a date can be sitting on the front porch or sitting on the back porch.
Coffee in the morning.
Coffee in the mornings.
Yeah.
If you have little kids, just getting up and both going for a walk with them in the stroller. Just make that deliberate time with them, because it's not dinner and a movie. Stephanie at one point looked at me and said, I do not want to go to a bar, then dinner, and then a movie, or a bar and then a movie. Let's do something else.
Yeah, because that was the date. Mm-hmm. But you know what's funny, Dave, is we do deliberate dates. Like, again, we went away this weekend. We'll go out. We'll, axe throwing and all different kinds of things. But we actually date each other Monday through Friday. We just don't call it a date. I drive about an hour and 15 minutes to work every day. And I think we spend a good 35, 40 minutes of that on the phone with each other. And other people might not consider it a date, but it is a way that we stay connected, because we just fall into very easy conversation, which is crazy because we're opposites. But we fall into very easy conversation, and I look forward to those. I mean, most of the time, if I'm not irritated when I leave the house, but normally you talk me out of my irritation.
Or into a different one towards me.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's what I'm good at.
But sometimes it's a funny irritation, so it's okay. But, one of the things that I know that you really like is, and I've really had to work on it, is deliberate little acts. Dave's great. Dave does all of these things that I don't. He puts my blanket on when I sit on the couch, and make sure that I have food if I want it, and he gets up and he checks if I have water, and make sure that I have water before I go to bed, and he's just all these little things throughout the day. And I don't know, maybe it's because I just didn't see it growing up, or I did so much for the kids when they were little. I just don't think about them. And so I have started trying to do little things every day. And so far it is, even when it's cold outside, like the house is cold, I have tried to come downstairs and make your coffee in the morning, because I know that that's one deliberate little action that I can take. I have other deliberate actions that I've been working on, but that's not for this podcast.
Wow. Well, I have definitely noticed, and I have expressed to you how much I appreciate you doing that. So that is definitely my love language.
Some stuff, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is definitely my love language.
Yes.
So I guess to tie all this up for an extra rule, find out what your partner likes, wants, how they want to receive your love. And it's got to, for the guys, you have to flip the script. It's not what you want to get in return. It's what she wants from you. So make that switch, right? If hers is physical touch, if you're not a toucher, you got to figure out a way where you're comfortable touching. And I'm sure most guys aren't going to have a problem with that. But if it's words of affirmation, touch isn't going to work. So write her a little note.
Especially if she's a mom and there's kids climbing all over her during the day. Like,
yeah.
I was touched out for years. Like, please don't touch me. Kids climbing snotty and blah. But I love notes.
A little sticky on the fridge door saying, I love you, have a great day. Or, whatever her favorite energy drink is, put it in her cup holder in her car. So when she gets in, it's there.
Oh.
Just figure out what it is that she wants.
He does pretty cool stuff.
And do it.
He's really good at this. Really good at this. Yeah.
And go mow the grass without being asked.
We're working on that one.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
No. But that's okay.
I wear the tool belt, though.
Ooh. I do like the tool belt.
All right. Last call, baby. What do you got?
Last call. Okay. I think that I have an idea for the next episode.
Okay.
I like to read.
Porn.
Wow. I enjoy reading, and I know that I have tapped into our audience and I've talked or I've interacted with people about the books that they like to read.
Also porn.
And oftentimes that's the reaction, is that it is scandalizing. But I think we need to talk about it. I think we should talk about how these books can affect a relationship.
I learned a lot about tentacles.
Yeah, I did. Not my genre, but the toys sure look fun.
Those suction cups. Watch out. So there's a tease for next episode. Hey, if you're listening on Podbean, on Spotify, or on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a 5-star review. It helps us grow the podcast. It helps us grow the channel. And if you didn't know where to find us that is not podcast related, where can they find us, Stephanie?
Oh, goodness. We're everywhere. So we're on TikTok at The Windsor Saloon. We are on Instagram, The Windsor Saloon. And then we have individual Instagrams too. It's _Stephanie_Windsor. And then yours is
the same except David instead of Stephanie.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
_David_Windsor.
And then you can find us on Facebook at The Windsor Saloon.
We also have a website, thewindsorsaloon.com, where you can buy some merch. The store might be down when you're listening to this podcast, but it will be up again soon. We have shot glasses. We have tumbler glasses. We have some of Stephanie's cool towel designs.
We do. But then also we have the recipes. There's a lot of recipes on there that we did, and the pictures, and, places to watch us actually try all of those recipes that we posted to. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah, help us grow. We love making content for y'all.
Yeah, we do.
We'll save you a seat at the bar and see you next time.
Bye.